Now we're just off the pitch at Clarence Park, obviously 3-0 defeat. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, disappointed. I'm always going to be disappointed to lose, and the problem is I've said that too much, and I'm disappointed in myself because I never expect teams that I coach and manage to be so easy to beat, and unfortunately that's the case. We've just ultimately not been good enough over the last few weeks, and we've played well in phases, we've played well in moments, and some people would probably say we're unlucky, but ultimately to win games of football, you need a bit of luck, but ultimately you have to be good enough consistently, and we haven't been able to do that. And I think I need to be honest, and I think I need to take a bit of responsibility, because I'm not sure some of the boys I've brought to the football club have probably worked as well as I would have liked, and not how we've worked, and it just hasn't quite gelled. I think we've got some good players, but it's just not quite gelling. So I think honest reflection is important, and we have to look at that. And I just said to the boys, we have to suffer together, unfortunately, as a football club, as a fan base, as a management team, and as players. We have to suffer at this moment and try and deal with it, and have to keep swinging, and we have to keep going and get another opportunity Saturday to try and put it right. But at the moment we've got a lot of work to do.
That obviously first goal changes the game. It was a bit even sort of beforehand. Great finish from Jeffers, because obviously we mentioned before he does that quite often, but giving the ball away in midfield again, similar to what we did on Saturday, cost us another goal.
Yeah, definitely. I think we made bad. The pitch was tricky at times. It was a bit sticky in moments, so you've got to make good decisions, and ultimately we didn't make good decision and enabled them to get a second chance and put a ball in our box. And as you said, Sean will always do that. I've seen him do that to very, very good centre-halves in this division, and he does that really well. And the minute it was on his head, it was always going to be a goal, wasn't it? And then ultimately the second goal probably comes from not clearing our lines again, and it's a penalty, and it's put his arm there to block it. It's hit his arm, unfortunately, but it's a penalty, so we have to accept that. And we probably didn't have a lot of other moments within the game, and well done to make it 3-0 at the end. But I think we had 7 or 8 balls in the box maybe in the first half, and I just think the hunger to get the first contact was there today, but to get the second contact wasn't good. And I think if you watch it back, there was a lot of times they threw their bodies on the line and looked like a team that didn't want to concede a goal, and that probably was ultimately the difference in the end, because we couldn't make our opportunities count.
And it seemed to be like use of experience as well, especially that first half. Few balls into the box could have potentially been penalties, pulling, etc., etc. But we didn't really get any rubber green there.
Yeah, I think you can get away with being physical. I think you need to be physical, and it's probably something we don't do, and maybe a bit of a immaturity in that. But you have to get hold of your man. You have to be contact, and you have to take a few risks sometimes, maybe that you will give a foul away. And I think referees are letting physical contact in the box go, so we have to learn very quickly, because we haven't quite done that, and it was easy for them to get across our man and easy for them to get an opportunity on James's goal, which has got to stop. And I think you looked when we got in them areas, they got their body in front, they got their body to the side, and this is just being totally honest. So we need to learn from that, and it's something we need to do. And I just said to the boys in there that they do need to learn, and it's not ideal, and it's tough, and some would never experience these moments. We've got a lot of young lads in there, and it's a tough environment for them to be in when you keep losing games of football, but they have to use it, and they have to try and learn from it for their own benefits as well. But I think the suffering is painful, and it hurts, and trust me, I'm feeling it more than anyone else, because I hate letting people down. But ultimately, I think if you're honest, like I said, we haven't quite been good enough, and that's getting found out, and probably getting eaten up a little bit by the league.
Double header now, Saturday and Monday. Is it easy to say that they both must win?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's probably, just again being totally honest, I think people need to understand. I think the fans, we've had to try and win games of football, and that's probably makes it harder, because we almost lose it before we get a chance to win it, because we're going to win, we're trying to score, we're being a bit expansive, we're being a bit attacking, and got some good flair players on the pitch, and it's probably opened us up a little bit. And we've always been a team, and our success was built on being compact and solid and making sure we don't concede. But at the moment we're stuck in a little bit of limbo, and that's up to me to try and rectify. And I still think we've got games where we can still try and win and try and get ourselves on a little run, and there's a lot of soul searching needed between now and Saturday. But I can assure you I'll be ready to go again come Saturday, and another opportunity to try and get some points on the board.
Cheers, Dan.
Thank you.